Hello girls and boys, how's it going? So in late 2024, OpenAI launched Sora. It was a product that was said to revolutionize the entire video creation and editing industry. They said all video editors will go out of jobs and it will change filmmaking forever. And a year later, end of 2025, Disney invested more than $1 billion in Sora, and it was said to be the next best things since sliced bread. This month, couple of weeks back, OpenAI decided to kill Sora. Not with a fancy announcement, not with an explanation, by a simple statement on X. In this video, I'll take the Sora example and tell you how to think correctly about this AI hype. And it's something that I'm getting to hear quite a lot, where everybody is getting disturbed by every new AI tool being launched. So if that is your state of mind, if that is your state of fear, this is the video for you. I'll tell you how to break down every news, how to decipher these things, and what the heck is going on in the industry of AI. Watch this video very carefully. Let's get into it. Alright, so let's talk about now chapter 1, the business reality. I'll tell you some instances of probably why Sora was killed, and I'll tell you some things which OpenAI did not share so openly. The number one reason was probably the economics of it. Now, Bill Pebbles, who's the head of Sora, in last November very openly said that their GPUs are literally melting with people creating videos all the time. And some reports say that they were spending more than $15 million a day just to keep these GPUs up and running. Annualized, that's over $5 billion a year. Now, the interesting part, what is Sora's revenue from ads? It's 2.1 million so far. The math is just not mathing up. Now, the second probable reason. Everybody knows that OpenAI is possibly preparing for its IPO. And when that happens, you take a critical look at your balance sheet and you knock out items which are not adding up. And in that list, I'm sure Sora was on the top. And that's how it got killed. The third reason probably is that OpenAI has figured out that they are spreading themselves too thin. Too many products in the lineup, and then there are competitors like Anthropic who come in laser focus, one product, rock solid, 50 odd releases in 45 days, something crazy like that, and OpenAI takes a step back and says, what the heck is going on? That's what is probably going on, and that's what led to Sora getting killed. Now let's talk about why this is a pattern and what do you learn from it, and then the next chapter, what can you and me do about this? Alright, now I'm going to give you something which I like to call the hype playbook. What does that mean? Let me explain that, and you can see how this works in real time. You've seen several examples. Step 1, the perfect demo. Think of any product launch in the last 6 months, 1 year. They have a near flawless product demo. And I'm not saying the product demo is manufactured. It is not, but it is done under certain ideal conditions for the ideal user. So that's step 1, a perfect product demo. Step number 2 is called market amplification. What does it mean? Take Sora for the example. It said the best thing in the content industry. This will kill video editors. This will revolutionize the entire cinema industry. You have to make claims at that level today. Nothing less will get the investors excited. That's the scale of disruption which is required by the market today. Just leveling it down, speaking honest goddamn truth doesn't really work these days. Then step number 3, the money follows the hype, and investors start pouring in, the money starts pumping in. Now you go back to the Sora story. 1 year after its launch, Disney decided to invest $1 billion. Why? Because they said all of their Marvel characters would be readily available in Sora to create. What does that mean? That means Disney also wanted to be a part of the hype. It's not that these investors are naive, but they don't want to miss out an opportunity. What if Sora really went berserk music and Disney wasn't there, or the Disney creators, the Disney characters was not there in the ecosystem, nobody can afford to take that sort of a miss today. And then the next stage is where the reality hits. Now either the product is too niche, or the market is not big enough, or the reality of usage is very different from what was there in the demos and the use cases presented. Something happens and something or some collection of things starts puncturing the narrative. And then the last stage, stage 5, is either the product pivots or the product dies. Now we've seen several of these examples play out. You would remember Devin, the world's first AI software engineer. It came out with a lot of hype. Where is Devin today? Yes, it has its place in the enterprise, but not at the level expected. Then if you go back a little in the past, where are NFTs today? Where is blockchain today? Where is all of these technologies today? Where is Web3 today? I'm not saying all of these are dead. Did they reach the potential they were supposed to be? Not really. Measure them on these 5 things that I just spoke about and figure out which phase is that product in. Now, if you've been following me so far, tell me if you've been a part of this AI hype. Type AI hype in the comments and tell me what hype did you get excited about or did you get scared about. Alright, so let's talk about the most interesting part now. What does all of this mean for me as a DevOps, cloud, platform, SRE engineer, or even generally in software development area? What do I take from all of this? 3 things that you can take. Number 1, give it some time to a new technology, to a new tool before you finally agree that your career is dead because of that tool or technology. The time today could be 3 months, 6 months before you completely start panicking. Why? Because most of these bubbles will burst in 3 to 6 months. So when something releases and they are saying this is the most awesome thing and it will take away your job, calm the heck down, give it 3, 4, 6 months, see how it goes, how much of what they said is translating into reality or not, and then in the meantime, figure out your options. What are you trying to do? Calm down. That's the first one. The second one is very, very important, and that is separate the product from the technology. What do I mean? Sora, the product is dead. The technology of text to video is definitely not dead, and it's picking up quite a lot. Gemini models are a proof of this. Nano Banana is a proof of this. Veo is a proof of this. So learn to separate the product and the technology. Agentic AI is a technology. There are a bunch of products built on it. Products will come and go, succeed or fail. The concept of agentic AI and creating your own agents to do things will stay for a long time. And number 3, learn to read between the lines. When Anthropic says that we have an agent which we've tried on COBOL and it will solve mainframe problems once and for all, understand what they are trying to do. They have their software to sell. Mr. Jensen of Nvidia says that every enterprise should have a minimum of 10,000 GPUs. Understand what he's trying to do. His company sells GPUs. When OpenAI says that my next model will replace software developers, what are they trying to do? They sell software that is meant to take your place as a software developer. So unless they create their hype, that thing will not sell. So learn to read between the lines and apply your own brain. Now, what's the takeaway from this? Now, if this hit home, put in apply your brain in the comments and I will know that you got what I'm saying. One final thing, what do I make of all of this, right? How am I supposed to think about all of this? In my humble opinion, the software engineers that will flourish in the next 3 to 5 years are not the ones those are best with AI, which knows the best tools, the technologies out there. They are the ones who have the utmost clarity of thought, who do not panic over every single release, who do not change their career or think about it at every product launch, and who do not get afraid with every AI announcement out there. So hang on to your boots, ply your brains, get clarity of thought, calm the heck down. It's gonna be okay. I can tell you because I've survived 25 years in the industry and God willing another 25 more. I've been around, I've seen the shit around. I can tell you that. It's gonna be okay. I'll see you in the next one. And that I can tell you from my own experience. क्या है? That I can tell you. ओके, हाउज दिस एज अ शॉट? आई थिंक ठीक है. ये लाइट नहीं आ रही शायद पीछे. इफ आई कैन मूव अ लिटिल बिट. तेरी अबे यार, आसान नहीं है शूट करना. साला कमरे में कुछ भी चल रहा. हेलो गर्ल्स एंड बॉयज, हाउज इट गोइंग? सो शोरा शोरा नहीं, सोरा सोरा. हेलो गर्ल्स एंड बॉयज, हाउज इट गोइंग? सो सोरा शोडा शोडे में टाइम है बे. अभी सुबह हुई है, क्या कर रहा है?